1 in 5 high school athletes sustains a concussion that leads to more than 4 million every year amongst those athletes, according to HeadCase, a Chicago organization that tracks those statistics. As of this fall, Wisconsin is now taking action to provide health insurance options for student athletes who suffer head injuries. Kelly Price has more.
While out of town on a business trip this last fall, Paige Baker got a text from her son's JV soccer coach. 14-year-old Robbie had been injured here at Ashwaubenon High School while playing for De Pere, and they believed he had a concussion.
And then he got up, he was disoriented, confused, a little bit nauseous, and of course those are all the classic signs of a possible head injury.
Baker's husband picked up their son, who had suffered a concussion once in elementary school when he fell and hit his head on a school curb.
We were first going to take him just to urgent care, and they said, no, head injury, you go straight to the hospital. Well, there's a big financial difference between an emergency room bill and an urgent care bill.
That's exactly what the WIAA doesn't want parents worried about. Beginning August 1st, it has offered a concussion insurance policy to its 80,000 student athletes at the middle and high school levels. The policy, called HeadStrong, acts as a secondary insurance, kicking in after a family's primary insurance pays for medical costs related to head injuries suffered during WIAA activities.
Because when we got to Robbie, he was alert and completely unconcerned and didn't seem to think there was anything wrong. I thought that might be our first stop. I certainly didn't let the financial amount factor into the decision, but I can certainly understand with a $1,000 plus price tag that it might be, a big issue for some families.
With its new policy this fall, Wisconsin became the 4th state to provide a concussion insurance policy for its student athletes. And according to the WIAA, 79 claims were made in the Badger State during the fall season, which is the 1/3 mark of the prep sports year. Most of those claims were at the high school level, according to the WIAA's executive director, Dave Anderson. 61 claims were filed for head-related injuries in football, 11 in boys soccer, 3 in volleyball, and 1 among swimming and cross country. All in all, HeadStrong saved an estimated $14,000 by working with preferred providers and then paid out $10,600 of $11,400 worth of charges not covered by families' primary insurance or lack of insurance during the fall season. While Robbie ultimately did not have a concussion, HeadStrong still footed about 20% of that ER bill. His mom estimates their insurance paid about $1,000 of the bill, with HeadStrong contributing about $250. The policy has a price tag of $1.50 per student athlete for the WIAA, but it's worth it if it provides a bump in athletics participation and accessibility down the road.
We really might not know for certain in a single snapshot of did this make a positive difference or not for a couple of years. And then those have to be followed over a period of time and see if you can figure out what was the cause.
And while 61 of those 79 fall season claims were from football athletes, the numbers are not yet in for HeadStrong on the winter sports season, which includes more high-contact sports like wrestling and hockey. Keeping you connected, I'm Kelly Price for NBC 26.
The HeadStrong insurance policy is available to every student athlete in grades 6 through 12 who sustain a head-related injury during practice or game sanctioned by the WIAA.